start blaming that printer to say you are PF or you are UPND.
Maybe the reason they will not blame that printing press, or in this case also the radio station, is because the two are offering both platforms of political parties. So the same company that is printing Chitenge materials for PF may also be printing for UPND. So they cannot be accused. But when musicians are clearly going to be known to be singing for the president of the country and another group singing for the opposition, then maybe people have got a justification.
So that's what I'm saying. So if Dadiso is singing for PF today, can the UPND hire him the following day?
Clearly not. That's what we've seen.
If they could, he was going to go because he's just working.
So would you, for instance, sing for PF if they invited you?
I can't.
Why?
I don't want.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. Would you sing for the UPND?
I can't. I can't.
Why?
I don't want.
So who are you then? How would you describe yourself with the elections coming up and the role that you'll be playing?
So I am only the person I'll die as. At the moment, I'm still forming myself. I'm still creating myself.
But that's far. Who are you?
I'm what I've become now. So until the day I'll die, then if I'll die as a carpenter, then you say, oh, Pilato died as a carpenter. I'm still in the process of becoming what I should become.
At the same time that you're in the process of becoming what you will become, we've seen certain times when you've been in trouble.
Yeah.
Opposition political party leaders or parties have provided lawyers for you. Why?
Which one is that?
We've seen lawyers representing you that also represent the opposition.
I don't think... So I've been represented by Keith Mwimba.
Who's known to represent the opposition?
He's not owned, he's not controlled by the UPND. He's just a good lawyer. A good lawyer will get clients from hell and from heaven, like everybody. That's what good lawyers do. They get business, they get clients. So I've never been helped with a lawyer by any opposition political party.
So if lawyers from the PF came to represent you, would you accept?
They don't come, I go to.
Would you go to PF lawyers?
If they are good, I would.
There are those that brand you as a disgruntled youth just seeking attention.
I cannot explain their stupidity. It's their privilege to be stupid.
And there are those that also brand you as a UPND or a stooge of the UPND.
I cannot justify or explain their...
But what coincidence is there that people should be branding you or associating you with a particular political party? It's just coincidence?
So, Mr. Gondwe, we're living in a programmed society. So, like, it's programmed. So nothing is new in most of these things. So when I look at you, I'm seeing things that I've programmed, that I've been told about you, whether I've asked you or not. But I pick those that are convenient for me where I am. If I want to accuse you of anything, I will pick a side that is convenient for me. Those that accuse me of anything, it's not because they value the truth, but it's something that they can bear. That's something that they can believe. That's a thought that's how society works now. If I see somebody from China, before I even talk to them, I will have a picture frame where I put them, okay, Chinese people are like. So if I was to say anything, I can't say something that goes against the narrative that I hold about this particular individual. Those people that have said those things about me, I respect that view, but it's because it's a narrative they have. They can't argue with themselves.
Wouldn't one be right to say we also play a part as human beings in building that narrative or perception?
We do, and I can assure you that 90% of things that people know about me is not true.
What is true about you?
What is true is that I'm not what they say I am.
Who are you then?
I am this guy who is becoming the guy that I've become.
All right, let's shift gear. What role do you think you as musicians play in the development of the country?
Okay, so again, I refuse to look at artists as special human beings or unique human beings. So we are just creators. So we have people like you that are journalists. We have people that are teachers. We have people that are pilots. All of us here have a same measure of responsibility in society. Artists are not role models. Artists are not messiahs. Like, we are just human beings that are gifted differently.
Opinion leaders too.
You can be an opinion leader.
You can be too.
Everyone can.
Depending on what you do. And that's why I'm asking, what role do you think you as musicians play?
Just like the teachers, the role that teachers play, the role that doctors play. We're doing different things, but to the same society. What I'm trying to avoid is a situation where we put artists, we raise them to a standard where we can't even know the politician. You want these artists to behave like this, you want this artist, no, you can't say that, or you can't do this, or you can't do. But when it is done by a politician or it is done by a footballer, you don't care. So you put in so much pressure on somebody who can just sing. You forgetting to put pressure on somebody who is supposed to think, supposed to manage resources of the country. You want this guy who can just make a song to be so perfect that your kids must be inspired by this guy. But you don't care what the president or the minister does. But you just care for, no, Pilato, you can't say that, you're a role model. Pilato, you...
What is your ideal president?
The ideal president is one who is not even a president. What that means is, if somebody is a president, they shouldn't remind us that they are presidents. They shouldn't impose that on us. We shouldn't forget that they are president.
If your ideal president is one that is not, why then do you sing about people that are presidents?
They are terrible presidents.
That's why I ask, what is your ideal president?
They keep reminding us that they are presidents. Because they know that they are so bad at being presidents that they have to remind us that they are presidents. Mr. Gondwe, you are a black man like I am. At no time have you felt the need to remind me that you're black. Because you know it's pronounced, it's there, I can see it. But if you feel the need to remind me that you're black like me, then there's a problem with your blackness or my perception of your blackness. If a president or any leader constantly feels the need to remind the people that they are leaders or they are presidents, then there is something wrong.
In the past,
if this president feels that he has to arrest people for people to know that he's in charge, if he has to steal for him to have so much money for people to know that he's in charge, if he has to, that's not a president. That's not an ideal president. Presidents, leaders, even if they don't say anything, we mustn't forget or ignore the fact that they are presidents. It just has to be there. We have to remember, they don't have to remind us.
In the past, you've stated that you're committed to seeing a better Zambia.
Yes.
Paint a picture for me of a better Zambia.
A better Zambia is one where citizens will not be so willing to leave if they were given American visas or UK visas. I would want to see a Zambia where Zambians, especially the young people, their dreams would still come to life even without going out of this country. Where people be rushing to Zambia because dreams do come true here. Where you don't have to be born in Lusaka for you to get a bursary to go to university. You don't have to belong to a certain tribe for you to get a job in the government. You don't have to know Lusambo or any other chap for you to get a business deal with the government. It has to be a society that is equal, a society that is inclusive, a society that looks at human beings as human beings. You don't have to explain anything. If I'm looking for somebody to be a doctor, I just need to know that, okay, so this is Mr. Gondwe, or you're qualified, you're skilled, get a job. But you don't have to go through the uncle who knew the uncle, and no, it shouldn't be like that. So my ideal Zambia is one that provides a platform for everybody, that treats everybody the same, where dreams do come true.
How do you think the future looks like Or what do you think the future looks like between now and the elections next year for a musician like yourself?
It looks good. It does look good. It looks bad for politicians, but very good for me.
You don't foresee a situation where, depending on the songs that you're going to release, getting arrested again, being forced into exile?
There's no way we can be on the same side with the devil. If we are on the same side with the devil, it means that I've compromised myself.
Who's the devil in this case?
No, meaning if you are wrong and I'm right, we can't be on the same side.
Do you have political ambitions?
No, not yet.
When will you have them?
I'm still becoming something I'm yet to know.
But people will say you are just an armchair critic. All these solutions that you offer, it's probably high time that you sought political office.
Mr. Gonde, people say a lot of things. People say a lot of things. I told you, like, there's so many things that I've heard about myself that I don't think do happen. Like, I can't change what people think. I can't change what people say about me. And that's what they call freedom of expression. The best thing I can do is not to become what they say I am. When they say, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, I'm that, I'm that, I ask myself, am I that? If I am that, I ask myself, is this good for me? If I'm not, if it's not good for me and I am exactly what they are saying, I have the responsibility to improve myself.
But in your lifetime, do you at all foresee yourself being a politician?
That's what I'm saying. So, at the moment, I don't have that plan. Should I think it will be necessary for me to get into political space for a specific reason or whatever reason, I'm going to say it. For now, me being an artist, I have the power to achieve what I would like to achieve at this point. I can say a word and 10, 20 people will hear it. I can say it, I can put it in a song, people will hear it. That's a lot of power for me. No one voted for me to be an artist. No one voted for me to be an activist. Nobody's going to vote me out. Political power is borrowed power.
And as we're going towards elections next year, what do you think the role of musicians is in highlighting some of the things that you talk about?
So musicians should just go about their business, make the music, make the money, just like teachers are doing, just like footballers are doing. Everyone, I keep saying this, Mr. Gonde, artists are not unique, special people. We are just gifted differently. If musicians are going to educate people about social issues, footballers should do the same. Teachers should do the same. Journalists should do the same. The responsibility to build a better society is not on the shoulders of musicians alone. No. It's on every living citizen of this country. Artists will play their role. Journalists should play their role. Teachers, doctors, minibus conductors, everyone should play their role. It shouldn't be a special responsibility reserved just for artists. No. All of us must play a role. Ubunganga nabudola, we go buy from the same shop, same price. If we leave this responsibility for artists alone, we will get bribed. I forget I start apologizing, and you people, that's what's going to happen. But if everybody else has got this responsibility and doing what they're supposed to be doing, we will influence change that benefits everybody. If you leave this for artists, artists will be sorted out and everybody else remains in the court.
Thank you.
Thank you. Was that hard talk?
I don't know.